Alright, there we are. Now we're live. Hell yeah. What's up, ladies and gentlemen? This is your host, my Bud Tender Rod, and you are listening to Smoke to Think On. I'm gonna just adjust this microphone volume a little bit, because goddamn it is loud. Okay, there we go. It's 11 o'clock at night-ish. We're rolling up some smoke. It smells fantastic. I'm not going to tell you what I'm smoking on right now because frankly I don't remember, and I didn't buy it at a shop. I got it from a friend who grew a little more than he was allowed to grow under his medical license, so he just gave it to me. Can you believe that? Yeah, I wouldn't either. But anyway, beyond that, it's nutritious, delicious, tastes just like weed. Oh, I'm loving this tasty fucking tune here in the background. Just getting it. We're just getting it. Alright. Of course, the first thing one needs to roll a blunt is a cigar. Thank fucking God I was not so lazy as to ignore my duties going to the gas station and getting some fucking real drugs. Because, ladies and gentlemen, cannabis is not a drug. It's not. I know, not a lot of people know that. Not everyone believes it. The people that don't believe it are wrong. That's true. Not everybody knows that either, but it is. It is. Alright. So we're just breaking up a cigar, checking out these show will begin soon. That's a picture I took of my old backyard sky view when I was living in northern Nevada. That's a big old northern Nevadan sky out in Sparks. Big old willowy, pillowy clouds and shit wisping along. It's a fucking pretty beautiful neck of the woods. If I'm telling the truth. Oh man, I already put weed in this grinder. I'm so ahead of the game. Oh, the grinder needs a cleaning. Ladies and gentlemen, it needs a cleaning. Alright. Yeah, I do. I like this tune. We might have to keep this on real low during the whole show. What do y'all think of that? I don't know. Maybe we'll skim through a couple of different ones. That'll be fun. I kind of like talking over the tunes, though. Alright, now that is almost a fully rolled blunt. The weed is in the cigar. Ladies and gentlemen, the weed is in the cigar. I hope you're all ready to get nice and fucking stoned. I'm frankly already there. Oh my god. We do have a mild problem. It's a serious issue, really. Oh man, it can't be real. Is it real? Oh, it's fucking real. It's real. That crinkling you hear is the crinkling of an empty wrapper. No more. Shatter. What's in this little jar? Yeah, it's a little bit of live resin dust on it, so that's not enough. I need my drugs, folks. And I can smell the remnants of what used to be. Alright, continue listening to these tasty fucking licks. Oh my god, it's just like some jazzy blues and shit. Alright, I gotta work on my air guitar and go grab some hash. For you just turning in, yes, this is then 4 minutes of the show will begin soon, but that's pretty common for a live stream. I do believe. Let's go get some shatter. No, I think I'm getting live resin. Live resin it is. God damn, green screen tripod, you fucking suck. Okay, as you may have heard, I just stubbed my toe on that godforsaken green screen. Alright, now. Let's see here. The weed I couldn't really plug But I think that's is as good a way to start the show as any. Let's do a little transition. Oh wait, no, I liked the tunes though, right? Didn't I like the tunes? Loop, use hardware. What the fuck? Play the tune? What the fuck? Oh. There we go. Right, play the tune. Oh, you bastards. Why is it not playing the tune? There we go. Okay. I'm like, I like this tune. I'm going to turn it down a little bit, though. Okay, so I couldn't really plug the weed, like I said, because it came from a friend of a friend of a friend of a friend, we'll just say. God damn, though, this Raz sauce from Metazine, however, I can absolutely plug. And if the camera would be so kind as to focus. Oh my god, it listened. It's nice and saucy. Big hunks of diamond in here. Here, let me pull one of these bad motherfuckers out for you. Yeah, that ain't gonna work. Maybe like that. Yeah, that's not gonna work at all. I'm gonna be having to find a way to get a blunt cam over here. Some kind of... I'm gonna have to invest in like a little white box or something with a camera and a light. Somewhere where I can stash, you know, fine buds and crystally fucking goodness like this. Now this is the part of the show where the true dab heads will ultimately probably tune out and be significantly less interested in what we're doing out here on account of I'm going to get this little nail of mine real fucking hot and then smear this giant rock of THC and terps all up and down this blunt, and then we're gonna dive into the news. And the news, I don't know what the news has for us today. I will tell you, I've been looking at Twitter, and I really have to stop doing that for my own mental health, because holy shit is Twitter is full of dumb motherfuckers. Okay, let's just start there. Twitter got some dumbasses in the world. That's true. No lies. And I know that that's objectively true no matter what side of the fence you're on, right? So if you're a liberal audience member right now, you're like, yeah, them fucking rednecks on Twitter are goddamn stupid. And I know all of my redneck followers are on there going, yeah, them fucking libtards on Twitter have just got their asses in their heads mixed up. I'm gonna tell you guys the truth. You're both fucking stupid. I know. I'm sorry. It's true. What is going on here with this this audio of mine? What's going on, Mr. Microphone? Why are you fucking with me here? Let's move that around a little bit. No, does that sound better? Is that a little more bassy? There we go. Okay. Bear with me, folks. There we go. How's that? Is that a little better? That sounds a little better anyway. It sounds a little better in my headphones. I'm trying to get this, this show right. I'm trying to make it so it's not obnoxious to listen to. Let's see which one sounds better. Oh, that's better. Now that I like. That does not have that weird twangy vibe to it. Sounds like I'm talking through a microphone. How's that sound, baby? Alright. Alrighty then. So yeah, Twitter. Twitter is bad for your fucking mental health. I highly recommend we all just quit Twitter. It's fucking terrible. Twitter is objectively bad for your health. There's no scientist that's going to tell you otherwise. There's no doctor out there or, mental health professional who's going to say, yeah, that's not right. Twitter's perfect for your mental health. It's a mental health tool. It's not. But it's had me on thinking about stuff. Like that's the name of the show, is Smoke to Think On. We get high and we think on stuff, current events and shit. Huh. Okay, well, let's go to the old news. News Google. And in the meantime, let me just tell you guys something that's been pissing me off lately. What's really been pissing me off lately is gay rights. You know? It's gay rights. It's pissing me off. Fucking had enough. Now, what you gotta understand here is that what I'm mad about is not gay people wanting basic human rights. Obviously, I'm not a monster. What blows me away is that in 2020, this is a conversation we still have to have. Now, forgive my naivete, being a straight white man and all, as I am. I did not realize that you could still be fired or not be hired at a place for being gay. Like, I didn't think that was, I thought that was already a protected thing. I figured that was like just like a prenup in the marriage rights, you know, like you can get married, you can get jobs now and shit. Like, I didn't think that was still a thing. But apparently it was. Fucking baffles me. I'm glad, you know, that they've put a stop to this. You know, the Supreme Court has weighed in and said, like, no, obviously you can't fucking not hire someone because of their sexual orientation. But the consistent rebuttal from the right always is like, what about my religious freedoms? What if I own a business and I'm Christian and I don't like gay people? I think they're abominations. I can't help it. My ignorant white person sounds like George W. But if that's what they say, I recommend reminding them that they should love thy enemy like thy neighbor. You know what I'm saying? Like, it ain't for you to judge. It's not your job to worry about whether or not these fucking evil faggots are going to hell. It's not your fucking job. Your job is to treat them like a decent human being. Do your best to be a fucking decent human being to them. And if at the end of their lives they get to some pearly gates and God's like, sorry, Bill, you sucked too many dicks. It's none of your business. You know, well, what if my strong religious convictions are seriously and thoroughly against homosexuality? Don't be a homosexual. Pretty fucking simple, right? Like, if your religious convictions say that as a man, it is wrong to take another man into your mouth, don't fucking suck dick. It was super easy. I'm 34 years old and I've been going without sucking dicks for the whole time. No problem. Hasn't fucking bummed me out even one bit. You know? And like, it's got nothing to do with God either. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sucking dicks because God doesn't want me to. It's because I'm not a homosexual. That's just that, you know? And I'll tell you what, when I meet gay people, I smoke weed with them. Because they're awesome to smoke weed with, and they usually have good grass. Love them or hate them, Milo Yiannopoulos said it best. The gays are the most fun to party with. You know what I'm saying? Like, motherfuckers can get down. But yeah, in 2020, you still have to have fucking the Supreme Court come in and remind fucking people that you shouldn't not give someone a job who's qualified for the job because of who they fuck in the middle of the night. I guess unless you're the person they're fucking, and then that's a whole other can of worms. Anyway, I just want to get that off my chest. I think it's fucking dumb that we even have to have that conversation in 2020. I really thought, you know, like, racism is basic human tribalism, and it's you know, it goes back to fucking before we were humans. So I understand that needing a little bit of work, you know what I mean, to push along. But like, dogs and monkeys are cool with other boy dogs and other boy dogs fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like, dogs don't give a shit, you know? And they got serious issues with dogs of other, you know, not from their area, you know what I mean, their territory, you know what I mean, like, the tribalism and territorialism is ingrained in all fucking life and species. But that's just crazy to me. Anyway, let's see here. Trump campaign was trolled by TikTok users in Tulsa. I mean, it is a travesty to see American democracy essentially broken down into an episode of ridiculousness. You know what I mean? Like I'm waiting for fucking You know, or Tosh.0. Like, when is Daniel Tosh gonna pop up and make a joke about this? But it is fucking funny. You know what I'm saying? Like, that this shit's objectively funny. It is. You can't deny that. It's fucking funny, you know? A bunch of people got together and fucking RSVP'd on the seats to try and keep a lot of people out. That shit's so funny. It's so funny. It cracks me up. And then, of course, here we go. Jared Kushner and Ivanka Trump pissed at Trump campaign manager over his rally crowd size predictions. Fucking A. Watch these goddamn idiots squirm. Squirm and scramble. It's like watching cockroaches when the lights come on. Trump stokes culture wars, but now low turnout Mars Tulsa campaign rally. Trump is not stoking culture wars, CNBC. You are. You are. Just you. Trump is an ignorant orange buffoon. You are a multi-billion-dollar industry whose major function in the world today is manipulating large groups of people into behavioral action. You're the fucking evil ones here. Trump is not stoking the culture war. You are. Kim Jong-un gets a huge laugh out of Trump. Former aide John Bolton claims on TV interview. Kim Jong-un gets a huge laugh out of Trump. I'm sure he does. Buffoons are objectively funny, after all. Andres Guardado. Okay. Protesters demand to know why 18-year-old was shot by deputy. Holy fuck. God damn, another one. Fucking A, man. They're like, okay, they're done rioting over the black people being shot in the streets. Let's get ourselves a Latino. I don't care, by the way. I used to get worked up about the reality of the statistics on who police shoot more often or not, and why there's not just more general outrage about the police shooting people. Like, when white people get shot, no one gives a fuck. When white people get stepped on their necks by the cops and die, no one cares. But now I don't care either. As long as we're fucking demanding the police stop killing people, it's a step in the right direction, so I'm cool with it. They want to racialize it to promote race war. I mean, I think that's evil as fuck, but hey, at least people are talking about murderous police. I like that. Trump administration move disrupts U.S. Attorney's Office in Manhattan. Warner calls firing of Manhattan units. Oh, shit. Okay, so they're just playing the standard dirty politics of the fucking overarching and overreaching executive branch. So Trump's just doing what the presidents always do in these situations. He's just been doing it a lot more frequently than everybody else. But when they think they're going to get caught for some shit, people end up getting fired. It's the weirdest thing. It's almost like they operate like a gang with orders and stuff. More young people across the South are testing positive for coronavirus. I'm gonna bet money that also a lot more states are testing more frequently now because we have more fucking testing sites open. Every day they open more testing locations. So the World Health Organization largest single day increase in coronavirus cases was today. 54,000 Brazil led the way with 54,000 new cases, and then the U.S. at 36,000. What are the rest of the countries, though? This is the problem with this. They never give us all of the countries. And I think that's because every time I look at a list or a graph that shows all of the countries, there's just some weird shit. Like, here we go. South Africa. This is a place, right, that's supposedly marred in unrest. Africa is supposedly constantly lacking in infrastructure, yet somehow they only have 5,000 in all of South Africa. But America and Brazil somehow have 57,000 people just in a day. And how many of these are retests? People who tested it, now they're going back to see, is it still active? Are they in the antibody stage? They're being retested. 54. And how does Arizona have 3,100 new cases, but Nevada, which is right next door, only has 445 cases, and we've been open? Arizona lockdown opening. So let's see here. As Arizona looks towards reopening, right? Arizona bars are packed. State is a hot spot. Okay, so they've been reopened. That makes sense then, I guess, if they've been reopened also. I mean, Arizona... population. What? The entire state of Arizona has 7 million people? Nevada only has 3 million. Okay, well that makes sense then. We would have significantly less cases than them. That makes sense. I'm just always interested in how we're never presented with all of the data. We're given specific data points that are clearly designed to trigger anxiety and fear. And then often when you look at the overall, what's the word I'm looking for? The overall numbers when it comes to some statistics, it's amazing how less scary it can be. The more cases they test and that come out positive, and the less people that die, the lower that mortality rate gets, and the less you hear about mortality rates in the news, and the more you just hear about the occasional deaths. You hear about the deaths, but never in a rate. You never see them presented in a ratio anymore. All of these all talk about how many people have died or how many people have caught it, but never the totals. You never seen the totals anywhere in that last report. Right? 54,000 cases, 63 or 36. And this is even stranger. Brazil has 54,000 cases today. Brazil population. Jesus Christ. We have 209 million people in the country of Brazil? No way. 3.2 square million square miles. USA square miles. What? Wait a minute. Am I understanding that this is Brazil? Okay, maybe my geography is just terrible. This is the United States. Oh yeah. Yep, I was thinking Belize. I'm such a bad at geography guy. Okay, yeah, Brazil is as big as the United States. That makes sense. Weird though. They're as big as we are physically. They have a comparable amount of people. They have 20,000 more cases than we do. wonder if they have a. What's the word I'm looking for? Brazil. Population density. Okay. 24 people per square mile in Brazil. Weird how there was a quick and easy answer for Brazil, but not for the United States. We have a significantly higher population density than Brazil, though. So we should have a higher percentage of infection just based on the general numbers here, right? Like we have more people crammed into a square mile in roughly the same amount of miles. I feel like we should have a lot fucking higher rates than Brazil does. I mean, yeah, we beat them almost by 4 times. We're almost 4 times more densely populated. Like we stay closer together. You know, we have less rural spread. Do they have just more dense areas and tighter, like? Okay, so 0 to 9. I'm assuming this is in the thousands. Thousands. I'm guessing it's got to be that. This has got to be the explanation. Because otherwise, why? How could I have so much more in Brazil? Anyway. This show, Lost Gold, World War II, if y'all haven't tuned in, fucking dope. Super dope. These guys are in fucking the Philippines looking for buried treasure in the middle of nowhere. It's fucking cool. It's a cool show. Check it out. Why U.S. Why U.S. marijuana legalization is likely on the way in 2021. My guess, before we check it out, is because this pandemic has proven that we're a necessity, an essential fucking business. 300 to 1. Those were the odds against the U.S. legalizing marijuana at the federal level. But I calculated 10 months ago. I didn't just pull those numbers out of thin air. I think he did. They were based on a reasoned analysis of the dynamics in a play last summer. Oh yeah? Okay. But a lot has changed since August 2019. I mean, in the world, but not in the world of weed. Chances of a change in U.S. laws are much greater than they were a few months ago. In fact, I go as far as to say U.S. legalization now likely on the way as soon as 2021. I've been saying that for a while now. I don't know why he thought it wasn't going to be that way before. No pun intended. 33 states have legalized medical cannabis. 11 states legalized recreational. More states will probably do before November elections. True. I mean, okay, I can't even continue to read this. I just have to expand here. Exponent. This is the key. This is how you knew 2021 was going to be the year of federal legalization. Because whether you're running for president, or you're running for the fucking governor, or you're running for the senator, or whatever you're running for right now, this is something that's going to be a getting millennial vote topic. I don't think that we'll see it from Trump, but we're definitely going to see it from Biden. Biden's going to do a 180 on weed. If he hasn't already, I don't know. I don't pay any attention to that shit because it's all garbage anyway. But some people like garbage, you know what I mean? Some people like to watch Real Housewives and shit like that. It's just not my jam. So anyway, I don't know. This guy, he's the Motley Fool, I guess. It's Strip restaurant closes after worker tests positive for COVID-19. Yeah, Guy Fieri's restaurant closed again. What'd you expect? Ex-Rockstar dev explains why they made GTA 5 remaster instead of GTA 6. Because it's a lot cheaper to rebuild just a bunch of assets and leave the general game engine intact. Just put the high-end graphics that you wanted to use originally, but the PS4 and Xbox couldn't handle into the game, and pump it out for the same amount of money for another 3 to 5 years. That's probably why. Some of my fan of Rockstar get off the version of this in the game instead of integration franchise. Mention TikTok. I made games for new console. It's really hard. Tech constantly changing. It's hard to get a AAA game at launch. You just need more time. So yeah, it's easier than making an all new one. It's cheaper. Damn. It's almost like that was fucking obvious. Why'd they have to write a fucking article about it? Silly gooses. Noose found in Bubba Wallace's garage at Talladega. Oh my goodness. What is a Bubba Wallace, first of all? Oh, like somebody hung a noose at Bubba Wallace, who's apparently the only full-time black NASCAR driver. That's fucking terrible. This doesn't bother me. You understand? If NASCAR wants to not have Confederate flags on their race cars, you know, like, they're NASCAR, you know. But, damn, hanging a noose in his garage. What a piece of shit. Whoever did it, you know what I'm saying? Like, whether, because I'm sure there's already conspiracies being toted about how Bubba put it up there himself just to fucking, you know, pull a Jussie Smollett. But whoever did it, whether it was him or it was real, you know, like somebody actually did that, they're fucking despicable, terrible human beings. Minority officers allege only white guards allowed with Derek Chauvin. Yeah, I'm fucking sure that's true. That's probably true. Yeah. I would fucking bet so. They're probably afraid of everybody right now. You got Atlanta PD fucking calling off on the job, letting the city burn because this guy's getting murder charges or whatever. Or not this guy, but the other dude, the other cop from Atlanta. You know, I mean, I'm not surprised that this is a thing. Now, is it blatantly racial profiling? Yeah, they're saying like, look man, you're black, there's a pretty good chance you're gonna fucking beat this guy to death. Totally racial profiling. Is it well founded? Should they be doing it? No. But like, it's obvious why they're doing it. Like, it's a safety concern. And not a completely illegitimate one. Now the fact that it's correctional officers, not peace officers, not police officers. Corrections officers are not cops. You know what I'm saying? Like, well, it depends on where he's at. If he's in an actual prison, but he's probably not. They probably are actual cops because he's probably in a county jail somewhere. So I take that back. It probably is cops. And if they're cops, you should give them the benefit of the doubt that they're not going to beat one of their own to death. You know what I'm saying? If they were at a prison, though, if he was at a prison and they were saying that, that would make sense. Because I've known some of those prison guards. A lot of them are really great people, but a lot of them are there because they couldn't make it as police officers. This is disgusting. Roosevelt statue to be removed from the Museum of Natural History. This Indian guy, this Native American guy here, He's standing brave and tall and proud. This black dude has a gun. And Teddy Roosevelt is like fucking sitting on a horse like a bad motherfucker. Because he was. You know, this guy who hunted for treasure and shit. He's a bad motherfucker. According to the artist and the archives, the Native American is supposed to symbolize the North American continent. And it's like now, and its history. You know, Teddy in America obviously signifying the breakaway from Anglo-Saxon rule over Europe and becoming its own thing here, America. And then this black dude over here is a soldier, and he is supposed to be representing. See him with his little gun and his fucking uniform? He's supposed to be representing the shift from the terrible times of, you know, slave-holding racism to, like, making black people intricate parts of our defense system. Like, he's got a gun. This is supposed to be a symbol of, like, the peace and the unity that's come from all of our history, you know? Because no one's ever denied that our history has been based on conquest, but so is all history. That is what history was. I mean, you know, we shouldn't continue it or, you know, make that our future. But, I mean, you can't be mad at one person or one group for playing the game that everyone played, but they just happened to win. You know? And, I mean, let's be fair. America and its corporatocracy is ruling the world. You know? Like, China's coming in a close second. And right now we're in a state where the United States is losing its footing in that because we're infighting. We're being destroyed from the inside. And this is that. That's what this is. This is desecration of history. It hasn't long prompted objections. I was reading an article earlier. The first objections came in like 2007. It's not a long prompting of objections. It's just not. Anyway. It's some 1984 shit, ladies and gentlemen. Y'all need to read that book. NYPD officer suspended after video emerges apparently showing chokehold during Queens boardwalk arrest. Good. Fucking fire them all. The Reading Park stabbings. British police treating incident that killed 3 as a terrorist attack. Who knows? The guy who did it, brother says he was defending himself. I don't know. I saw the footage of that shit. There's blood fucking everywhere. It didn't look like defense. It looked like murders. Like orchestrated arteries hit. Like motherfucker knew where to put the knife. China summit to cool tensions over coronavirus. Really? I can't imagine. China releases blueprint for Hong Kong national security law. I bet you that's terrifying. Everything in the east is coming west. It always does. China revealed blueprint Saturday night for controversial national security law, which critics say political and civil freedoms of Hong Kong abroad. Beijing struck control of the semi-autonomous city under the sweeping draft legislation over Hong Kong's prized independent legal system in May, laying officials who established the National Security Office in Hong Kong, further eroding the city's autonomy. God, they want Hong Kong bad. I wonder what's there. After China border fight, India likely weighs closer to U.S. military ties. Yeah, they're fighting in the fucking streets with sticks over there because if they shoot each other, it'll create an international incident. It's gonna happen. North Korea vows to dump millions of leaflets and trash on the South. And then you got North Korea and South Korea bickering. It's all bubbling over, folks. My suggestion to everybody is find yourself a little niche somewhere in the woods. Kick back, relax, and watch the fucking world burn. Come on back out when the fucking shit is ready. Week-long Vegas heat spell to intensify. It is goddamn hot here, that's no lie. Bike ride through Vegas, protest racial injustice. Weird flex, bro, but dope, I like it. Wirecard says, missing 2.1 billion probably doesn't exist. That's not chump change, folks. That's some what in the fuck? Shit. American Airlines sell shares, debt to cope with coronavirus hit. Woo, American Airlines could fall right from the sky. Ooh, risk reward in the stock market isn't looking good. Warren's fund manager overseeing $16 billion in assets. Yeah, that's why you don't hedge fund, you dipshits. Fuck, dude, the way they work money in this world these days is so convoluted, it's overwhelming. New hope for white-collar job seekers? It depends on the job. All of this is going to be ushering in that new future that they've been warning us about, you know, where everything's automated and 70% of the jobs go to robots and, you know, people become human resources in the most literal sense of the word. Went to a reopened Apple location and listened to silence. Great, good for you, fucking weirdo. Android's AirDrop style file sharing feature may be available for more than just mobile devices. I love it. Google just gave millions of users a reason to quit Windows 10. Good for you guys. Ooh, Bieber like, me too, not me too, motherfucker. Right on. Damn, he's sticking with that goofy ass mustache. Good for him. Own it, player. Ansel Elgort denies accusations of sexually assaulted 17-year-old. I don't understand why this is news. Why they do this as the news headline. Ansel Elgort denies accusations. Here's the headline. Blah, blah, blah accuses Ansel Elgort of sexually assaulting them when they were 17 years old. That's news. These motherfuckers denying it? Like, I ain't never seen some pervert pedophile, you know, get on a fucking Harvey Weinstein motherfucker get on the news and be like, yeah, fucking kids, my bad. I thought I was ultra wealthy and above the law. Thanks for showing me I was wrong. That never happens. So how the fuck is it news that he denies it? You know? And like, maybe he didn't sexually assault some 17-year-old girl. I'm not saying that he did. I'm just saying the fact that he said he hasn't done it isn't news. There's no situation in which he gets on the news and is like, yup. So, come up with a better headline, E. You suck. I don't care about any of the fucking entertainment shit, I won't lie. Oh, Christ. Late singer's family issues cease and desist order after Trump plays I Won't Back Down at Tulsa rally. Here's what frustrates me about this. These folks, family or not, are absolutely not qualified to determine whether or not Tom Petty would or wouldn't have been a Trump fan at this point. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he was. I don't remember when Petty died, if Trump was president or running before or after he died, but I'm just saying, late singer. Now, I'm not, you know, I'm just saying, guys, okay, this is a silly thing to do, and it's just grandstanding. Who cares? He used it at a rally. He's going to pay the fucking fine to the FCC and move about his life. He don't give a shit. If you care about sports, I highly recommend you Google them. That is not my scene, and I just can't get through it. Ring of Fire eclipse that fell on summer solstice wows thousands. Damn, how the fuck I didn't catch that? Bummed. NASA is making fetch happen with its Mars Sample Collection rover. Gnarly. Excuse me. Cool clip shows SpaceX satellite moving across the sky in satellite train. Kathy Luters now has the job of making NASA's 2024 moon landing happen. That's fucking cool. It's neat that we're going back to the moon. It sucks that we've entered the second Cold War and this is really all about getting nukes around the world and it's always about rockets, but it's still dope that we're going to the moon. Wearing masks is all we have to try to reduce the spread of coronavirus, the FDA commissioner says. The FDA is not fucking in charge of anything that has to do with infectious diseases. They regulate food and drugs. They make sure the food doesn't have weird shit in it and that it doesn't have spoiled bacterial shit in it. It's not bad. Yeah? They make sure your drugs are actually effective drugs. They verify the tests run by the pharmaceutical companies that produce your drugs to make sure they're not just bullshitting you, taking your money and feeding you poison. And frankly, they don't do either of those jobs well. If you need a reference, check McDonald's and opioid crisis. And somehow we're supposed to take their fucking word for it on whether or not masks are all we have to try to reduce the spread of coronavirus? Like they would fucking know? Stupid. Fuck. There are 3,000 people out there trying to do contact tracing. Terrifying. This is literally this is like some SS shit. Disguised as health workers. They're going around asking you where you been, who you been talking to, what have you been doing, where you been going. You been following social distancing rules? What do you post on social media? How do you feel about MSNBC and the New York Times? Huh. I don't know why the Department of Health Services, it's gotta be that. For the state of Illinois, Wisconsin. No new deaths in Wisconsin. And a 4.6% positive rate. God damn, folks. All right. I think this is going to conclude this broadcast. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in. I am still your host, My Bud Tender Rod. If you want to follow down below and leave some likes and subscribes and all that good shit, you'd make my fucking day. If you don't want to do those things, it's really none of my business. It's your YouTube stream, you know. It's your recommended list. But if you'd like to see this shining face, hear these tasty free internet jams, and check out the globe spinning behind me, please like and subscribe and tell your friends about the stony dude who runs the news show on YouTube. Anyway, you're not told enough in the world you're loved, so I'll tell you now that I love you. And I hate your Uncle Steve, but I love you. Take it easy, folks. Show will not begin soon. Oh, that's what we should do. Alright, here we go. I got it. Here's what we're gonna do. I got a thing. I got a thing on my brain, folks. I'm thinking about a thing. Are you fucking ready for this? I'm telling you. This is gonna be cool. Here's the thing I'm gonna do. I'm gonna do this thing. This thing I'm gonna do with this thing. Yeah, this thing that I'm doing. Yeah, I like that thing there. Okay. Alright. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Here we go. Cancel. That's what I wanted. There we go. There we go. Do 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 do. Oh shit. I forgot to put the thing in there. Damn it. I am such a stoner. I'm such a stoner, you guys. It's the worst. I need to make an outro song one though, too. That's alright. There we go, yeah. So this has been some Smoke to Think On. I appreciate y'all popping in, listening to my stoned ass rattle on about the things that piss me off and the things that are happening in the news. If you get the chance, check me out on Instagram, and if you don't, have a kick-ass night. We will see you all